Hey everybody, so this is kind of like a test because we bought a car mount, so that way you don't fall like in the little teaser clip. We're going on a little date night. We don't always get coordinating days off, so when we do, we try to take advantage of it, i.e. our solving vlog, or tonight we're just gonna go to Ember's hometown, my hometown here, and have a little date night at one of our favorite little restaurants on the what they call the Embarcadero, but it's like the wharf if you live in a coastal town. So we're gonna go there, and we really like their wings, and we're gonna do that. So this is just kind of to see how the car mount works and everything, because as you all know, we have a trip in, oh my gosh, we're almost 60 days out, baby. Next Friday will be 60 days. Not this coming Friday of filming, but the following. How do I know? Because I have an alarm set so we could book our dining reservation.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, no, you're right, because as of this video, just so that way when it becomes dated, it's understood. That's right, because our tickets are for the 27th of July.
Yeah.
So, you're right, that by this, God, that is next Friday, my gosh.
I know, we're like 60 days out.
Yeah, really close to it. We still have to, I mean, we've done like a good amount of planning so far, so this is actually something to throw out. Those of you, sound off in the comments or anything like that. How much pre-planning do you do nowadays with the park, and how much do you just kind of let go on the fly? We'll obviously have to see a lot later in this year, since they just did the whole switch over for the park hopper timing. So that's going to be a slightly different experience. So I know that one, not everyone can judge like so quickly, but I wanted to throw that out there with the way the system is currently. And then obviously a little down the line, I'll probably rephrase this again, but we'll do it now that you can really choose where to go no matter what.
Yeah, that's a really good thought. Mama Spark has to get her tickets because we have another trip coming. And then we need to get Mama Magic her tickets if she decides to go. So, spoiler, we have 3 more trips planned this year.
Yep.
I am really excited to go in July for my birthday, because I've always been, I'm going the wrong way. Yes, you are. I just realized. So I guess we're going to go for a little drive down the street until I can turn around. As I was saying, I've always been a fan of 4th of July and been considered a really, like, patriotic girl. And so I'm really excited for, like, soaring around the soaring over the United States? Or
soaring over America.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, unfortunately. Again, this is the really funny thing that I've actually begun to learn with this, is she and I get, like, all the memes, the updates, the whatever about the park. Sometimes I end up learning stuff before her, and she is way, like, more into the park than I am, being that she's gone more often than I have. But yeah, so it's soaring across America. New video, hilarious way they do the integration of it all. But yeah.
But I'm like, have always just been a fan of 4th of July and always been considered like a really patriotic gal. And so I'm really excited to see all like the patriotic red, white, and blue stuff this year, since my birthday is 3 weeks to the day after 4th of July, but we'll be there a few days after. So I'm like really excited to see all like the patriotic stuff for the America's 225th birthday?
250th.
250th, excuse me.
The semi-quincentennial, as it is called.
Semi-quincentennial.
Yes.
But yeah, anyway, I'm really excited to see that. And then I am really excited because this is out, like, will be our summer trip. But I'm also really excited because for the first time in forever, I'm going with Sean, who's also obviously never been at this time, because this will be his 3rd time in park in July.
That's correct.
and 4th when we go, but we are going September, October. So I get to see Winky Blinky, and I'm so excited to see Mr. Winky Blinky. So excited! Sorry. I'm excited. But we're gonna go at fall time, and wow, I'm already getting emotional. I'm just like so excited. Everyone's like, aren't you excited for your birthday trip? I'm like, yes, I am excited for my birthday trip, but I'm so excited to go in fall. Like, so excited to go in fall. I love Halloween, love Haunted Mansion, so I'm super excited. And then we're gonna go again for somebody else's birthday that we know and we love very, very much.
And that was actually the first time I ever went. Was my birthday last year. So that one I'm familiar with, seeing the Christmas overlay, everything like that. So it'll be unique watching, like, as she said, with the summer overlay and what characters are going to come out, what costumes does everyone have on, and then going in the fall. Still back and forth on trying to get Oogie tickets, since that is around the same time. Again, back and forth. We'll see what can happen on that one.
Yeah.
But again, it means I'll have at least seen the summer setup, the fall setup, because I think the pumpkin goes up around that time too, doesn't it?
Winky Blinky.
Yeah. So, that's what it's called.
Yeah, because
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Because he's like this, and they call him the Winky Blinky Pumpkin.
Oh, okay. I know it's mainly a Halloween Town reference.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was, so that means I'll at least see the 3 major holiday ones. And then after that, it's more a matter of like the specific after dark events, things like that. Those ones we have to really work on.
Last year when we were there for Sean's birthday, we booked this trip for my birthday and got like a really, really great deal on discounted hotels because of him working at different chains. And so we got a really good deal on our July trip, and so we booked it. And so we've had this trip booked for going on 7 months now.
Yes.
It'll be 7 months. But we had thought about it, and we decided that next year when we renew our keys, we have decided that we're going to probably renew. We want to go a little more frequently versus these big long trips. We want to do like shorter trips. So we'll see how next year goes. But I know we're looking into Sweethearts Night. I've always wanted to go to Sweethearts Night. So we'll see how that works out. And then I know Sean, and I really want to go too, but I know like it's like really on Sean's bucket list to go and do Star Wars Night. So I'll do a Star Wars After Dark party. And then I personally want to go and do Disney Channel Night.
Yeah, I would say Star Wars Night and Disney Channel Night are the 2 that I'm really looking forward to doing the most of, partially just because of connection and just what comes out at those events versus the other ones.
Right. And then I would love to do Sweethearts Night just because I have a Disney sweetheart. And then I'm an Oogie girl. Like, I want to do Oogie so bad, but I also really, really want to do Mickey's Not So Scary in Disney World. So we'll kind of play next year by ear, see how things go. But we are at our restaurant, so we're going to go inside and we're going to eat. We're going to go be some big bags. We just finished up with dinner. Now we're going for a little walkity walk because Sean decided he wanted to go with me after all. Insert blooper clip here. Hey everybody. So we just finished dinner.
Ankle board. Go to like directly, angle out. Outside this. Nope, too far. There you go.
I suck at this. This is why Sean is usually cameraman. Hey everybody.
Where are we going? Are we going back to the car?
We're just going for a little walkity walk. Can we not go for a walkity walk?
I didn't know.
Him don't want to go for a walkity walk with me.
Okay. So, no, it's a spot we just haven't been to in a while. So it was really nice to be able to catch up, see what's going on.
They have good wangs.
Mm-hmm. They do. And had a good price. And found another thing that's kind of a good, like, to-go order.
Yeah, because they have to-go orders, too. So that'd be perfect for, like, a late night.
Mm-hmm. Late night, or just, again, you don't feel like cooking, but you
Long
also
work
don't
day.
want to... Yeah. long work day, and I just don't want to spend that much.
Yeah.
These times, they be a-changing.
These times.
So, yeah. So we wanted to kind of take this time to just do an update. We know we just dropped the Solvang video, which should be in the title caption. If not, it'll be at the end of this video.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for it. So we just wanted to kind of just do like a little update of, you know, where we're at or what are we going to be doing. So, actually, I have some notes right here.
Notes.
Okay, so yeah, so we actually naturally discussed the first point anyway. So the other thing we wanted to do is we wanted to do this as kind of an update for those of you who know and for those of you who don't know. So our next Disneyland trip is going to be upcoming in July, so look forward to that. As you've probably seen from some of the posts on our other social media, we've always had that countdown going.
We're a little over 60 days out. Next Friday, I think we said it in like our starter clip, will be 60 days because we're going to be doing dining reservations on that day. So next Friday, I have to book them.
Okay, so the July trip is going to be in celebration of her birthday. So last time it was mine. Now we're going to go for hers. We'll be there for a couple of days, so you'll definitely be seeing things as they slowly come out. But we're going to kind of go over in this video, like, what are we kind of looking forward to? Because as Ember mentioned, we're almost 60 days out from being able to make the dining reservations. So we'll be looking into what restaurants we're going to, potentially who's switching up, because I know some places are changing schedules and new menus will be available by the summer anyway. And then we also want to kind of talk about some of our must-dos and things like that. And obviously sound off in the comments if you have any like recommendations or any things that you really, really like.
Sorry, I found a really
Loose board.
Sorry.
All right then.
Ember having her ADHD fun.
But yeah, so
Before him stops it, can I show you? There's a little otter, and it's very cute. Under, pretty cool. There is one. There's one of them, but there was another one that was like right there. I love otters. I love otters.
do we want to talk about that, or how do you want to go about it?
So I want to take Sean to Carnation Cafe for breakfast. I posted a few shots of it over on our Instagram because I've been there before with Mama Spark, but I want to take Sean, and so that is like a priority for me because we've decided to break up the trip. Like, we'll be in park our first night, and then we have a full day, which is going to kind of be like my birthday celebration day. Then we're going to have another day where it's just kind of be like enjoy the parks day, and then another day where it's going to be like capturing footage and stuff. I mean, we're taking you along on the whole trip, but yeah, so that first day I really want to get Carnation Cafe, and then we've been talking about trying to get an Oga's reservation again, and then Magic Key Holder Terrace. So we'll kind of see, but I know for sure we want to do Carnation Cafe, Magic Key Terrace, and I feel like there was one more and I can't even think of it right now.
I know one of the attempted things that we're going to be going for would be
we're getting distracted by the otters, sorry.
yeah, I think you listed off the first two at least, and then our next round of what we were looking at potentially was going to be what was it? Pim's Test Kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Because we didn't get to really shoot at that one last time.
But I don't think that one is a reservation.
No, but again, these are all like places
right.
that we haven't done in general.
That's true.
Because for those who might, those of you who know, those of you who don't, my first trip was back in December. So she knows pretty much every place there. I'm still learning about them as we go. So there are going to be places that we mentioned that are probably not even going to be like traditional restaurants, but that's kind of the point, is just to try everything and see what's going on. So yeah, so as she mentioned, we're going to do the Carnation. I know we've done Bengal barbecue, so that's always a good go-to. We'll do that as a backup if we can't get any of the other ones. I did see there's going to be some change-ups though, so there's going to be adjustments similar, like, so we're going to be doing a lot of the more walk-ups. I've also noticed recently Alien Pizza Planet is going to be changing its style. So now it is going to be mobile only.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Well, or no, I have that wrong, actually. It's going to have a separate aspect of it that is mobile order only, and it will be of the pizzas.
Oh, I see.
So it's going to be a pizza specialty focus, and then that's the idea, is that it would be mobile only.
Okay.
Because they just get so many people. So the regular one will still be the way that it works. You're now just going to have this like express version that you can go for. Yeah,
okay.
It's going to be mobile only.
Okay.
It seems like in anticipation of summer, a lot of things are going to go that way. There have been either little announcements about it, or some of your places that you really love have been like pushing it a bit more. So clearly they're just anticipating the summer rush, as any of us would. Middle of summer when everybody's off. Oh yes.
I am really excited to hit up Pizza Boardwalk and Pasta again. We tried that for the first time in December when we were there for Sean's birthday. We kind of just stumbled upon it. I'd heard some Disney vloggers that I follow talk about it, and I wasn't quite sure, and then we stopped and I tried it, and I'm craving their wedge salad.
I can see that.
But yeah, I'm craving that wedge salad, so that sounds really good. But they have a seasonal pizza every year, and so when we were there for Food and Wine, it was an artichoke one, but we just didn't make it in because we were so tired that day. So, Savannah Banana Day last time we were there, so we were fighting the crowds. But I would like to go and see what their seasonal pizza is. And then, gotta go and get Sean his Angry Dog. I mean, was Sean in Disney's California Adventure if he didn't get an Angry Dog? No, Sean was not.
I mean, ask her and Pickles. It's the same thing. So it's a fair trade-off.
But I did go to Disneyland last time.
And you didn't get
one.
I
didn't get a pickle.
I know.
Or a churro.
Yeah. Or a pineapple chunk.
Or a pineapple chunk.
But
y'all,
the churro. Yeah.
Y'all.
Well, no, we got a churro. We got a regular one.
We had a regular churro. You're right. I take that back. Hims is right. But y'all, you know what Ember didn't do last time? Ember didn't buy a single darn pair of ears or merch. Who is she? Who is she? I don't know. I don't know who Ember is. Because that's not like me. Normally buy like 4 pairs.
Yeah, well, you looked at a bunch of them, and I think it's sort of like our December trip. Again, you looked at a bunch of them. None of them really stood out, or there was nothing really unique. We kind of had ones we were looking for, but it also didn't help that we didn't make it everywhere. Like, we didn't make it to Star Trader.
That's true.
Which is where probably what you were looking for was going to be.
Right.
So we have to just keep that in mind. So essentially, yes, we have restaurants we're going to be hitting, but there's also shops that we're going to make sure that we go to specifically. So like she mentioned, how we're breaking up the days, that'll sort of be the idea, is so that way we have more of a day to really check out the shop, show off what's going on, because as many of you know, like the Endor collection with all the Ewok stuff has just dropped. Obviously it's summertime, so there will be a complete shift over in the way the merch is going to look. So, we'll have our days where it's going to be the fun, and then we'll have the days where if y'all are looking for something, honestly message us and let us know if you really want to see something. Because just want to give you that real perspective of like how much of this is really the hype and how much of this is would you practically do it over and over again.
Right. I know like you just said, there is some things that I'm looking for. I have a pair of patriotic ears that I got when I was in Disney World for my 30th, which cannot believe that was going to be 5 years ago. I'm 35 this year, guys. Almost 40. But, sorry, it's cold out here, so everything's like dripping and I'm coughing. But I'm looking for, they have like a new set of patriotic ears that I'm really excited to see. And then I can't stop thinking about those Fantasmic ears.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like, I think, like, at the time I was like, oh, yeah, maybe. But, like, I've been thinking about them a lot. They're black, they say Fantasmic on it, and they glow in the dark. I have to show you guys my ear wall. I have a lot of ears. Do I need another pair? No, I need another pair like I need a hole in my head. Am I still probably going to buy 3 or 4 pairs? Yes, because I'm Ember. That's what I do.
And I know no matter what in July, there's like 2 in particular we're probably going to be leaving with no matter what, because they're cool and it makes sense with the time. And again, we know the collectability when it comes to this stuff, so you want to get it when you can. But I also, secret from her, I just learned something that I want to try and pull off. So more to come on that. But Sean has a secret mission for this next trip too.
Ooh, Sean should film little clippies of his secret mission, and then we can put it into the July vlog.
Oh no, that's totally the idea.
I have thoughts, but we'll see.
So we'll probably do something a little bit more specific. This is just us. You're good. This is us just spitballing ideas right now in terms of what we're going to go with. And again, if there are places you're looking forward to, do let us know. So next, what we're going to discuss is which rides we're going to absolutely do. So plan of attack, no matter what, is we know that since it's going to be the big hype thing around the same time, we are going, if you don't know, at the end of July. So it's going to be 3 weeks after the 4th of July. So I know no matter what, one of the days we have set for California Adventure, and the whole point is to rope drop Soarin', just like we did back in our March trip. Reason is, for those of you who know, those of you who don't, this is going to be Soarin' across America. So it's Soarin' adjusted again. So last time when we went in March, it was the variation for Food and Wine. This time it's going to be for the semi-quincentennial of America, as the video has done so far. So there will be...
Good job, Patrick.
Thank you. There will be a new intro. There's going to be new video footage that's going to be done. And so this is to, of course, celebrate our 250th anniversary. Oh my gosh, America, here we are. So that's definitely a priority when we do that. And we'll rope drop that one because, everyone's going to want that one. Then we hit Guardians no matter what.
I'm finally getting Sean on it.
And then for our Disneyland stuff, obviously there's a bunch of different things that we're going to want to do. I think the main focus this go around is going to be, no matter what, going to Fantasyland, because that seems to be the one spot we have yet to actually spend time in. We have at most gotten pickle and pineapple there before, and that was really it. Otherwise, it's been kind of a pass-through for us. And then the other thing would be going to Galaxy's Edge, because as we all know, Galaxy's Edge is doing its major changeover, so we're going to see what it's like with the original trilogy, and then the sequel trilogy stuff will have moved on from there.
We did, last time we were there, ride It's a Small World, which I thought It's a Small World was its own little pavilion land. I don't know. But I guess it's a part of Fantasyland. I thought it was a very, very small, mini land. But I guess not. I guess it is actually part of Fantasyland. So that's all we have done in Fantasyland. And then we also want to go and get over to Toontown and go to Minnie's house and get on Roger Rabbit Cartoon Spin. However, I'm not sure I'm as pumped for Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin anymore, since you can't spin it. And a lot of the reviews have come back that it's meh.
It's not really the same necessarily. The one thing I would say about that is you do have the benefit of now you've actually seen the movie. So at least when they make references to stuff within the movie, it will make more sense. Whereas before, it was the spinning and they're still making jokes and things like that clearly, if you understand, you get it. If you're not really in the know, it's just nonsense blowing by you. And yes, we will be looking for the mailboxes as well. If you know the Roger Rabbit connection to that, I bet you're laughing right now.
What was I going to say? Oh, and we have to ride 11-team.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's a go-to always. It will sound weird in this. We really do like the entirety of the park. I think it's just there's so many specific things in DCA. That's why we sort of speak leaning heavier in that direction. Because Disneyland, as we all know, has the everything going on. think that's it, is that it has sort of everything. Whereas California Adventure, it always has specific events, specific things happening. There's all the little spaces that you go to. And clearly it clearly makes its own versions of the memories.
You know, Sean, I know I just called it 11-teen, but I don't think we've ever told them why we call it 11-teen.
It's actually a fair point. Don't know if we've told that story. Well, would you like to tell it, or?
Well, I mean, we both can, because we should tell it the way it happened.
Very true.
So, we call the Little Mermaid ride, or Ariel's Undersea Adventure, can't remember what it's actually called, we call it 11-teen. Because back in December, let's go back to it. Go ahead, Sean, because you were pretty much the start of it.
Oh, yeah. So what happened was we were standing in line to go onto the Little Mermaid ride. Of course, you're snaking through, you're doing whatever, you're going from the outside into the covered areas, and there's tons of people around you, and it's the middle of the afternoon, so everyone's coming off of lunch or whatever. We get inside, and of course, you're hearing the Sebastian overlay, you're seeing the rides moving and everything, and several people behind us is this family that has a couple little kids. Well, the grandpa is carrying one of the little kids, and because he's clearly bored, because we've been in this line for quite a while, he's like, oh, you know, we're getting really close to the front, so how about you count the people and everything like that. So the kid does exactly that, and so he clearly starts counting everybody.
1, 2, 3.
And I'm not like fully paying attention. I don't think anyone's really paying that much attention to it, since obviously we just in line. And suddenly he gets a little bit closer. And now we're almost on the ride itself. Like there's probably 8 people in front of us or something like that. And suddenly, just out of nowhere, because he's behind me at this point, I just hear 11, 12, 15, 11-teen, and I exploded with laughter. People are staring at us in line, but it's completely understandable. Oh my God.
But so we're like, you hear about the kids making up the funny things, and when he's like 10, we're like, oh my God. Like, I'm thinking to myself, and don't get me wrong, I used to teach, I love kids, but I'm like, is he gonna count all of them? Like, what are we gonna get to? And so it's just like 11, 15, and my ears kind of go like this. 11-teen, Sean and I dead.
Because even when I heard that, I was like, well, okay, some kids don't know all the numbers, so he skips to 15 naturally. But then the fact that it pauses and switches back to 11-teen, it's suddenly like, whoa. But yeah, I think you summed it up probably the best, is just, that's something you see on television. So for it to actually happen in real life is just, that's a whole other experience. Yeah. So if you ever hear us refer to it that way in the future, it's simply because of that memory.
And we're talking about the Little Mermaid ride.
Mm-hmm. So you'll hear us say that in park. We will probably reference it in the videos and doing everything else. But now you know this gag. So yeah. We'll obviously post footage from the inside once we can do that.
Yeah, so that's kind of like our thing. It's like, babe, I want another churro. Well, how many do you need? 11-teen.
Or looking at ride times, and it'll be, oh, how much longer for like Pirates? 11-teen.
11-teen. So for us, 11-teen is like a walk-on. It's like our joke is.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I think it's more, yeah.
Because it's never actually 11 minutes, but, you know, so 11-teen.
But we'll specifically just refer to the Little Mermaid whenever we're doing that. Like for those of you who saw our posts not too long ago, that outside of that pavilion is where we saw Nick and Judy Hopps when they came out in the new Zootopia 2 outfits that they had. So, yeah, we'll always kind of refer to it that way. It's honestly just a good stopping point because it also looks like the shows kind of start there. So, yeah. And obviously when we do go in July, we'll check out the Coco area and just what's the progress going on that one. Hopefully Silly Symphony Swings will be back by then.
Yeah.
Because it's got a wall right now.
It does. I'm actually really excited to get back on it. Some of you may know, some of you may not, that I'm on a weight loss journey. And I used to, even on the Silly Symphony Swings, where there was a 2-seater, I didn't fit. I was too big. And now I can fit into Silly Symphony swings, no problem. But I've lost even more weight since the last time I've rode it. I've probably lost another good 40-50 pounds since then. So it's going to be really fun to like get on and be even smaller. And so I think that's one of the things I'm excited about with Silly Symphony swings is like, which seat can I get in? So that'll be exciting.
Exactly. And I always really liked the swing ride at Great America when I was growing up. So it's kind of cool to see the Disney one, and it goes higher up and it goes wider out and everything. So it'll be cool to see that adjustment.
Yeah. That's another thing on our list too, speaking of rides, is I want to ride the Golden Zephyr. Never ridden it. I heard that one has seatbelts though, unlike Astro Orbiter.
Oh.
Sean has tried to get me on Astro Orbiter in Disneyland. He's like, it'll be fun. I'm like, no, what if I fly out? I don't know what this overwhelming fear is of Astro Orbiter.
I don't remember which one that one is.
That's the one that's outside of Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters.
Oh, yeah, the one that the one that's basically Dumbo, but bigger.
Yeah, he's like, let's go on. I'm like, no. He's like, why not? I was like, I don't need their seatbelts. No. What if I fly out? You're not going to fly out. No. So I told him if he goes on Guardians, I will go on Astro Orbiter. I know it's completely different. I get it.
It's the two spectrums of fear when it comes to theme parks in that sense. I don't like drop ride stuff like that. I'm only more recently a roller coaster kind of person. I don't know why you don't like the ones that are just swinging in a circle that's just using centrifugal force, but whatever.
I'm gonna fly out. I'm gonna join that pigeon over there. Like, I have this irrational fear, even though I'm a big girl, I'm chunky, but I just have this irrational fear that I'm just gonna go flying. You know what we gotta ride, Sean? Gotta ride the Rock and Roadsters.
Oh, yes.
Ready, wee!
I am amazed that you've more recently come around to that.
I love that ride so much. I was so against it. Sean's like, come on, let's just get on it. No, I love it.
So, Rollick and Roller Coasters, the Luigi...
Roadsters.
Roadsters, my apologies. The Luigi ride within the Cars Land area. Obviously, we're going to do racers.
And Maters. We haven't done Maters yet.
Well, you told me you didn't really care for that one.
I never got on it. I said the same thing about Rollick and Roadsters.
Well, no, you said you did. Well, okay. So Rollick and Roadsters, I know you said you didn't like because you thought it was a really kiddie ride. It is. Let's be honest with ourselves. It is. But it's kind of fun having them like spin around in circles, and effectively you're doing like a drifting everything.
And Pawpaw last time.
That is true. No, that's always really
Pawpaw.
funny. Yeah. So when we went in December, obviously it was Luigi singing all the Christmas music. Still laugh. That's Tony Shalhoub singing all that. Then when we went in March, it switched back to the traditional music. So it's the car variations of like very traditional Italian songs, things like that. So with this most recent time, I don't remember what song we got, but it was great. So we all get into our cars, and you have to wait till everyone's inside before they start doing the dance and everything like that. There's this elder couple walking on, and the wife makes it to the car first, and the guy is like, shuffling along, doing his old man thing, and he's just cracking jokes the whole way through. Like, yeah.
And all of us are like, do you want this one? Because like we felt so bad for him because he's just shuffling. He's like, oh no, Pawpaw will get there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, don't worry about old Pawpaw. So we call him Pawpaw.
Everyone was just making that joke like the whole time. It was so good.
And he kept telling him like we got buckled in, and he got buckled in right next to like a car right next to us, and he looks over at Sean and he goes, now you drive safe with her, young man. Have her home by a certain decent time. I can't remember what he said, but it was like, you have her home by a decent time. And like he's like, yes sir, Pawpaw, because he just kept referring to himself as Pawpaw. So and then we were spinning around and we were getting close, and he's like, you crazy kids. But he's laughing as he says it. And then at one point he's going, wah! And so he was having like the time of his life. And I want to be, when I'm a Mima and you're a Pawpaw one day, I want to be that couple just living their best life at Disneyland. And because when you get to the one part where you all spin in a circle, everyone in our thing put our hands up. He was like, what is everybody doing? We started spinning. We were like, wee! And he's like, this is the best day ever. And he just has this huge smile on his face. So I call that the Paw Paw ride because that's where Paw Paw was.
No, that was a really fun one. Yeah, it really shows what Walt was talking about when the oldsters visit. You know, there's a lot of memories to be made for everybody, and so it was really cool. No, that's so fun.
The place where everyone can be a kid, and I feel like that's just, I think that's why I was sobbing the first time that we checked in. It's just, I get to be a kid and not be judged.
Because we're all there for the same thing. Despite how much I was going to climb over people for that Grogu jacket.
Oh, I know.
So good.
Yeah.
That's a good jacket.
Yeah.
I'll wear that when we go. Obviously, we'll go and see the Mandalorian and Grogu. This one's still catching up on the Mandalorian. I'm completely caught up, so I'm just going to go see the movie because I need to catch up, obviously.
Yeah.
And then it'll be fun to see Din and everybody from that series in general. There will be the new Smuggler's Run at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll get to do that one. We'll probably do a post later on asking what's your favorite like spot on that one. And then obviously in July, we'll be experiencing what the whole new thing is, since they're going to be doing a tie-in with the new movie as well. So there will be new Mandalorian themed ones.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun. But yeah, so we have some things to catch up on, some things that we need to plan a little bit more. So we'll also give you updates at the same time, and honestly might ask for your feedback. Because we kind of had some fun with our March trip, having a little bit of input from some of the people we knew, as well as having our specific plans of where to go or what to look for. So if there's anything you guys are specifically like wanting to see, send us a message.
Sound off in the comments.
Exactly. Or message us on any of our socials, and we'll see what we can do and see what we can add in, because we got 4 days. So there's a lot of stuff that can be done in that time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days.
4.
4 in park, 5 technically there.
Yeah, because remember, we can only have 4 reservations at a time.
And we don't have a Friday. So.
No, which is fine, honestly. We have other ideas for the way back. So arrival day and every other day has a specific plan. We'll discuss that another time.
Yeah, so I know that we said a lot about days. We're talking about our days. What about our nights? Because technically our first day in park is actually our first night in park. So what nighttime stuff are we excited about?
Well, so for the nighttime stuff, I think it's getting to see more of the shows, because our first trip that we both went on, we got to see the new version of Fantasmic. But we haven't really done World of Color, Paint the Night, any of the like major parade things. So I think it's going to be looking for those. And I do know I've learned how to use the app a lot better. So now I'll be able to track it with her at the same time on some of these things. And then, I mean, it's mainly I think the idea of the first night is to do just a focused downtown Disney with the parks being able to add on.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. We mainly want to do downtown Disney, but because we do have plans for when we first get to LA that day, or Anaheim that night, I know we want to do downtown, but our plan is to ride the monorail in and then go to Galaxy's Edge, and we want to try and catch Rise of Skywalker. We have not seen those projections yet. We saw the fireworks. I think it's called Rise of Skywalker. Rise of something.
So, I'm double checking the list. So you have Fire of the Rising Moons.
Here we go, Rising Moons.
So we want to catch that, and then I know after that is what's called Shadows of Memory, a Skywalker saga.
Okay.
And there will be a third one when we arrive there.
Oh, the child, something with Grogu.
Yep. So, again, we're kind of pointing it out. Just, I know a lot of people might be aware of it at this point, but since there will be such a focus on the new release, since The Mandalorian and Grogu literally releases later on this week, it'll be a lot of emphasis on that. So you have the new Smuggler's Run. You'll have a whole new projection, it seems, that they showed. If any of you saw the footage from the May the 4th celebration, looks like Grogu is going to have his own thing. It's called A Curious Child. And it'll be kind of interesting to see, because essentially now you're going to have 3 different Star Wars shows, because you'll have interestingly color coordinated ones too. So that was our day out. We've got a little bit of photos, a little bit of video, and a little bit of everything else for you to see, and some things that we talked about during it, and some things that are potentially to come. So wanted to just end this out in our own little way.
Yeah, sorry, we did try to film it originally, but there was a lot of background noise. Hopefully this one comes out and you don't hear my dog barking in the background. If you do hear a dog barking, it's on our side, not your side. But yes, thank you so much for sticking around. Make sure to drop a like, to subscribe, and as always, we'll catch you after midnight.